everyone, Angela here with Blast Motion, and today's Just So You Know video is going to show you the difference between an admin coach of a Blast Motion Academy and just a regular coach inside of a Blast Motion Academy. There are a few select things that an admin coach has ability to do that a regular coach does not. So deciding on who you would like to have the most ability to make changes into your academy should be the admin coaches. If you will have a more hands-off coach who does not want to be inviting athletes or removing them or assigning them to other coaches, I recommend you just put them inside your academy as a coach. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. On the left-hand side here, I'm signed into Blast Connect as an admin coach. As you can see, it looks very different on the right-hand side as just a coach. So with an admin coach, you guys are an owner of your academy. So you have the ownership, you have the ability to remove athletes from your academy. You have the ability to invite athletes as well as coaches. And you also have the ability to assign certain athletes to certain coaches. One key takeaway from this video is if you have assigned a coach or invited a coach into your academy, make sure you are assigning them their athletes. If the coach is not assigned to these specific athletes, they will not have access to view the player swing data. So taking a look on the left-hand side of my screen here, as you can see, I have access to my entire roster. So any athlete that has ever been invited into this academy, I can see. I also can see all the coaches that have been assigned to this academy as well. And I have the ability to view all the other admin coaches if you do have multiple. And I have the ability to view all of my rosters if I have created any. In order to invite athletes, all you'll need to do is select the addition button, invite members, and this is where you have the ability to invite whether it's an athlete, another coach, or another admin coach. You have the option to do it one by one, a bulk upload option, as well as a social share option. And once you've done that, you can see all of these athletes and coaches who you've invited in your team management page. And again, you have access to all of these users. If you're a regular coach, you do not have access to all these users. As you can see on the right-hand side here, I'm signed in as a regular coach. So I only have access to the players that my admin coach assigned to me. So how an admin coach assigns players to a certain coach is all you'll need to do is find your coach roster, select the 3 names to the very right of their name in the roster, and manage their players. All you'll need to do is find specific players to add, and then whatever athlete you assign to this coach, the coach will then see on their end in their own app. They will not have access to any other athlete's information that are not assigned to them. Another thing you can do as an admin is you have the ability to actually remove or block players or coaches if you ever wanted to. Note that if you do remove a coach or a player, it cannot be undone. If you want that coach or player back in your academy, you will have to contact customer support. Either email them, which is probably the best option, or you can call in. One thing to also note here is with the ability to remove coaches and add coaches, a regular coach does not have that ability, okay? If we go to the team management page here and we select the same 3 dots to the very right of their name, you only have the options to view their dashboard for the player, view their profile, or send a message to them. You do not have the option to remove. You can, although, invite an athlete if you select the addition button up at the very right-hand side of your screen. Same thing, invite members, and then from there it will pull up that new member invite, and then you can invite a member via that way. If you have any other questions on what an admin coach can do versus what they can't do, as well as a regular coach, what they can and can't do, You can always contact support at blastmotion.com or call in at 855-632-5278. But the key takeaway from today's meeting, if you have a coach that is more hands-on and wants to be able to remove athletes, assign coaches, and make changes within an academy, put them as an admin coach. If you do not want your coach to have that ability and they want to be more hands-off, just assign them and invite them into your academy as a regular coach.